Hey, what's up everybody? Awall here, bringing you a Heroes cast joined by the legendary MFPallytime. Pally, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very, very well. So what you guys are going to be watching today is one of the recent practice games we've been doing for TGN Squadron. We're working on some new strategies. We're working on basically new team comps, things behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see normally. We wanted to share that with you guys today.
Yes, indeed. And if you want to see this cast from my perspective, Awall, link below to my channel. If you want to see it from Pally's, link below to his channel. And we don't just want to cast games that we're playing. So if you guys know any good replay sites, any semi-pro or pro games that are popping up out there, post them in the comments. We want to bring you more variety. Anyway, lane matchups. Pally, you know stuff about this game. Who's got the strongest matchups right now?
Well, as far as our entire team comp goes, we have a very tanky front line. We have Tyrael and Diablo, some of the tankiest characters in the game. We have one of the best supports, Pure Shield on Uther, getting ready to heal and stun everything in sight. And as far as damage goes, we have Nazebo down in the bottom lane and Zeratul in the middle lane. I like having Zeratul in the middle lane because he's one of those characters, because of that stealth ability he has, he's able to come out of nowhere and really turn any engagement around without the enemy team knowing he's even there. So I like having him in the middle lane just for that extra mobility.
I'd like to point out that Keisha just totally body slammed a minion. Good job, Keisha. And
good job,
skill
Keisha.
levels in this game. Bear in mind, audience, if you're watching this later on, this is Tech Alpha, right? So everybody's still learning the game. They're still learning the basic tactics. So top lane is going to be an interesting matchup. How do you feel about a Tyrael as opposed to a Brightwing with those super powerful heals? Healers right now, I feel, are super strong. Well, speaking of strong, getting punched into the wall there. But having a healer on your team comp is just so unbelievably powerful right now. Do you think that'll continue?
Yes, I will. I think healers are just going to continue to get more love. They're taking a look at characters like Lily and really improving their ability, or at least saying they will. So even healers that are a little bit behind the curve, they're going to be improving to catch up to these top-tier healers like you have with Brightwing and Uther. But as far as the top lane combo goes, I mean, ETC is one of those characters that'll just sit there, stun you, push you around, and then walk away with a smile on his face after. And there's really nothing you can do about it. With a healer behind him, there's really no way we can push them out of lane, but we're also a very tanky duo up in the top lane too. So I think it's a pretty even match, even though they do have that advantage of a healer.
Makes sense. You know, I wonder, I think Tassadar is super powerful right now. No heals, though. So, anyway, speaking of ganks, that was the worst segue ever. I just got ganked in the bottom lane. That didn't work out. Why? Because there's a healer there. And, you know, if Tassadar was in that situation, yeah, I might have gotten bubbled up in time, but it would have taken that initial burst damage from Zeratul. And that's why I feel like healers, I don't want all the support in this game to be healers. That's the conclusion I'm trying to reach right now, being all mumbly-bumbly. And we've got a big engagement here in the jungle, and ooh, Raynor getting 2v1 there. If they can take Raynor out, Grimm's down, Raynor is down, a lot of their damage is gone. Look at that Diablo picking off Brightwing and separating Brightwing from the rest of the team, forcing Zeratul to B. Now it's just ETC and Brightwing to try to hold off the rest of the team. It's now just a 2v2 situation because we've got you picking up that tribute. So, looks like we came out on top.
Yeah, exactly. Our goal there was to push back the enemy team. We didn't need to kill any. It was nice that we picked up some kills there, but our goal was to force them back so we could gather that tribute. We did exactly what we needed to do. We killed the targets to make them feel like they could not win, and then just focused on zoning while we gathered that tribute. We didn't lose anyone in that. I actually have some bugs going on with my death timers. It's telling me that Brightwing is dead, but I'm clearly looking at her. So I believe we picked up 1 kill in that engagement, but that was all we needed. We didn't need to chase them into towers. We didn't need to overcommit to that. I think it played out very, very well for us.
I think so too. I have to really commend us, namely me and you, for being really smart in this replay. That's amazing commentary right there. So we're all mounting up because the next tribute has popped up.
The Zeratul Tower. The Zeratul Tower.
It's freaking Zeratul-ception. Who will strike first? Hengist strikes first, manning the hell up. He got 2v1 there, getting out of that situation though. Tychus zombied up. Thank you. Good job, Awall. Nice zombies. Now it is a 3v5 situation with their Raynor being super low on health, and Zeratul getting picked out. Oh, and knocked behind enemy lines there. Nice body slam there by Keisha. Now it's 5v2. Brightwing needs to back the hell up, trying to basically just keep ETC alive. This is a run the hell away situation. Don't think we're going to be able to pick them off, but we are getting the tribute. Here comes Raynor around the corner. Oh no, Raynor way out of position. Brightwing showing up just in time though to try to save Raynor. Now they got split up. Another great body slam here by Diablo. Raynor forced to hop behind the wall. Can we pick off Brightwing? Zombies! Beautiful, beautiful, terrible zombies. But we didn't get to finish him off. That was an exciting play, though. So close.
And that engagement is just a good example of how team composure walking into objectives like that is so important. We walked in as a group, a unified group of 5 people, whereas they kind of trickled in from all directions, and that gave us an advantage. It allowed us to split the enemy team up and kill off targets that were separated.
Yes, indeed. Tribute number 3 now popping up top. Here we all come. We've got Grim as Raynor. God, these animations look ridiculous. They look like freaking Egyptian sarcophagus.
It looks like he's standing at attention on top of a rainbow.
Well, Hengus is trying to set up a nice burst damage on that Raynor, and Diablo just getting really ballsy, trying to do lots of AoE damage here. Very, very few characters in the game can do that. Just walk in 4v1 like a boss and walk away with at least half health. ETC and Diablo are those, and it looks like we're backing away, and Brightwing is picking up this tribute. Why, Pally? Why?
Well, as you can see, there was a mercenary down in the bottom lane that Pure Shield and Awall, yourself, good sir, was taking care of. That was important because that was a mercenary on the complete opposite side of the map. If we didn't deal with that, it would have easily taken down our frontline towers in the bottom lane and may have potentially taken down the fort if we ignored it long enough. So we decided to back out of that tribute, and we're focusing on gathering mercenaries of our own now. You can see Hengist and myself taking the top siege giants or trolls or whatever they're called. I don't even remember right now.
The rock throwy guys.
You know, they throw stuff and things, and now our entire team is going to be gathering together at the mercenary camp for the Knights. We want to take that over as fast as possible. We want all of our offensive damage on top of these Knights to gather them as fast as we can. And it's another one of those situations where we want everyone here because we don't want anyone caught out. Because if someone on our team gets caught out before this tribute that's spawning right here, we knew it was coming. It was going to be very, very, very detrimental. You can see an ultimate
number 4.
Down in the middle
ultimate. Tychus, can you pick up Tychus? No. We got the Odin with the extra HPs. Nice job there by Pure Shield connecting with at least 3 players this ultimate. Brightwing down immediately. That's not going to be good for the enemy team. Brightwing's heals are so huge, especially when your team is gathered up. And Diablo out of the fight, now getting ultimated by here Raynor, but look at this Raynor way out of position. Now 4v1, our team is forced to chase down this Raynor. We gotta pick him off, and there he goes down.
We really over-committed to that engagement though, because down at the bottom of the screen you can see ETC actually picked up that tribute because 4 people of our team were chasing Raynor up into the top lane, so a little bit of a misplay on our part there.
And a little bit of a miscast on my point. I was over-committing to that chase down. Nice pickup there. That's very true. Now it's 2 tribs to 2 tribs, and whoever picks up the next one, can they capitalize? We'll see if the death timers end up lining up. Will Tychus survive? Yeah, Brightwing's there. Diablo ultimate not committing. That Diablo ultimate is so situational. How do you feel about stun circles versus fire breath?
Well, before we get into that, we are all trapped in a void prison right now, under the fort in the enemy team. We have to get out of this. If we stuck around there at all, we would have absolutely died. But as far as Diablo Ultimates go, I feel like the Thunder Breath is very, very good for holding down narrow pathways like you can see on my screen right now. There are a lot of those on this map. But as far as working with our team comp in this game, we have a lot of stuns. We have a lot of ways to keep people in one spot. So the AoE stun from Diablo is just an added bonus to that. I feel like it has a lot of synergy with the comp that we're using today.
It does. Pure Shield just diving deep into the enemy lines here. Tribute number 5 is so critical. This will complete the 3. Whoever gets it. Nice ultimate there by Pure Shield. Can we capitalize and actually finish someone off? Yes, Brightwing goes down. Both healers are now dead. And unfortunately for Tychus, he's separated from the rest. But look at that freaking void prism. Oh, nicely done. 2 of us were out of the fight during that situation. Therefore, ETC as well as Raynor and Zeratul potentially can escape. Pally, are you going to be able to chase them down and pick up something running down in the woods? Nice knockback there by Raynor. ETC sacrificing himself perhaps to save the rest of the team. Zombies! Terrible, terrible zombies! Raynor is down. ETC now getting caught by Hengist in the woods. Can Hengist do enough burst damage to finish something off? Tychus barely slips away with 5% health. Hengist is there to capitalize. Brightwing somehow got that teleport off though, like at the freaking clutch moment. And Hengist so low on health, probably needs to be, yeah, mounting up. Yeah, I think we came out on top in that one.
Well, see, what happened there was, while we were, again, committed to that fight so much, Zeratul was actually at the bottom of the screen picking up that tribute, and that was a very important tribute. We both had 2. The next one was going to curse the enemy team, and if you look at our structures right now and our minions don't have any health, and our structures are not firing back at any of the opposition. You can also see a gank going on down in the bottom lane, jumping in on the enemy's Zeratul. Brightwing is going to be flying in as well. I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate on Zeratul to try to secure this kill, but the Void Prison is going to completely nullify our attempts. But because they picked up that tribute while the fight was still going on, we actually wasted the majority of that curse for the enemy team because we were just keeping them in combat while they could have been pushing lane. So I think that was probably one of the best possible outcomes for allowing the other team to get a curse. I mean, you never want that to happen, but if it does happen, that was a pretty good way.
You're right, it was very fortunate with the jungle chase down situation. If the enemy team was just able to they would have been able to get maybe another 10 to 15 seconds of push and actually organize something. Now they're forced to pick up this boss here. And let's see if it looks like, well, we're pinging the crap out of this one, so we are headed up here. Diablo ultimate to mid connecting with 4 of them. Looks like we're gonna try to interrupt. Can we pick up the steal? There's Zeratul's forced to back up. Their Raynor super low on health though, but we got Raynor's ultimate Hyperion doing so much terrible damage. And Pallytime, looks like you're focusing on the column. Stolen! Freaking stolen. Nicely done, Pally. Oh, very, very nice. At the very least, picking up that boss is awesome. Pally trying to finish off this Brightwing. No, Brightwing is able to escape and slip behind their lines.
Just out of range. But
I gotta say, that was a win overall, right?
The engagement is still going on. Diablo is going to fall to ETC, but I'm jumping back in there with my ultimate. Are we going to be able to chase him down? Yes, just fine. With the cleave of Hengist on Zeratul, we are going to be able to clean that up, no problem. The Odin from Tychus is going to be a little bit too much damage. I tried to get out of there, but it's not going to be enough. And the ticking time bomb of Tyrael is not going to hit anything either.
Hengist looks like he's like trigger happy right now. He's wanting to pick up something. No, you're so low on health, Hengist. Get the hell out of there.
Hengist Hengist has an insatiable bloodlust that he always has to try to feed, and I think Zeratul is a very good character for him to do that on. He can just jump in, get a kill, and jump out.
Yep. Looks like the enemy team's picking up these hard mercs while we're going after our own. So we're going to be matching each other 1 for 1 with those mercs as tribute number 6, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I'm sorry. This is tribute. Yeah, this is tribute number 6 is coming up. If we can pick this up, can we end up capitalizing on our tribute? Because the enemy team did not. And
we are in a position where we have to really be careful, though, because the enemy team is stacked up. They are composed, ready to take this tribute, where we only have 3 members here right now. The cavalry is arriving, though. Will we be able to make anything happen?
Yeah, calling yourself the cavalry, nicely done. Nice Hyperion ultimate, but the Diablo ult connecting with so many people, disrupting their flow. And we see Pure Shield and Hengist just getting all over that Brightwing, picking off Brightwing immediately. No heals. White Feather appears to Void Prism himself.
No, that was a Void Prism from Hengist.
Oh, okay. I apologize. The other Void Prism just popped up there. I thought he Void Prismed himself. That would have been very lulzy. But holy crap. Best possible scenario.
Absolutely.
All of us survive, and we pick up the tribute, and the curse has been engaged. It's time to capitalize.
We're going to be able to very, very easily make progress on the map right now. We're going to focus down this fort, no problem. Another thing to note is that middle lane was not pushed by the enemy minions at all, so we already have our minions there ready to go, ready to help us focus down these structures.
Yes, indeed. These are going to go down quickly. The question is, can we take out this fort? The fort is the thing I'm always looking after. Immediately, what the hell is going on here? 5v1? This Raynor's got balls the size of grapefruits. Is he going to survive? Yes, he does. Brightwing was there in a clutch time. He sippy cups, then Brightwings immediately. Nicely done. Can we pick up this fort? Looks like Pure Shield's going to try to get out front here with the disrupt. Nice body slam, putting that Zero Tool right in the middle of all of us, going down immediately. And with those Uther heals, we're able to sustain... Uh-oh, dance party, though.
A 5-man dance party. He caught the whole team in that. All that did was allow us to clump back up and then re-engage, though.
Healer's so powerful. Oh my gosh, Healer's so powerful. We have to give Pure Shield some credit here. Those Uther heals have just been critical in all these situations where we're just able to stay and dominate 4 enemy players down, make that 5 enemy players down. The enemy team only has 2 forts remaining. We have 5. And that kill count, 21-7. This is pretty much domination right now. I think we can finish the game.
I think we can finish the game as well, but I was the one calling shots this game, which is, you know, why it's going so well. But I decided, you know what, we're all low on mana. If the enemy team does re-engage here, it's going to be something that we may not be able to win. I mean, I know on Tyrael, at least, if I run out of mana, I feel absolutely useless. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back, we're going to take down these mercenary camps, the only ones available on the map, because we don't want the enemy team to have them, and these mercenaries are going to continue to push and apply pressure on lanes without us even being there. So it's a really good advantage while you're backing up, while you need to go back to pick up these mercenaries.
Yes, indeed. The siege columns picking up that tower always makes me happy because I know that it upsets me when it happens to our team. That is even more so than destroying that tower. It destroys your morale when a merc ends up taking out your structures. We're going after the boss once more. Great move at this point. And, you know, with a point man on your team calling the shots, be on top of those timers in the jungle. And I don't want Heroes of the Storm to end up... Oh, wow! Look at that ETC block, though. And then that's what enabled us to secure that. That was a beautiful ETC block by Zeratul. And it looks like he ultimated in here, and this Tychus getting knocked around all over the place, so much knockback. Oh no, Raynor out of position down here in the bottom, getting 2v1 by Pure and myself, getting taken out immediately. A bunch of their damage is gone, and the enemy team is separated. Brightwing trying to rejoin the rest of the team. Yes, at least 3 of them are together here. Are they going to be able to pick off Diablo? They do. The 3 of them actually sticking together and making sure they're not out of position. They're actually able to get some success underway. Now it is a 2v3 situation, and it looks like you and Hengist really want to pick up this Tychus kill, immediately getting vaporized. 4 of us up and running in this bottom lane. ETC probably one of the only characters in the game that could possibly survive this. Picking up the stun though is Pure Shield, and you hop in there, finish off the job. 3 enemy players down, all of us are up. You couldn't ask for more.
That's one of those situations that could have ended really badly, actually. We've done a really good job of being composed for the entirety of this game. But in that fight, we saw Pure Shield trying to chase a kill up at the top of the screen. Everything worked out just fine, and he was actually able to come back down through the bottom lane and secure some really key stuns to finish off that enemy team. But it was just one of those moments where we kind of lost this composure that we had been having, but the enemy team was not able to capitalize on it.
Yes, indeed, picking up yet another boss. And the enemy team is forced here to basically deal with all these minions up in their base, allowing us to pick up so much jungle. I feel like later in this game, we've been able to pick up the jungle advantage. As opposed to earlier in the game or mid-game, it was kind of 1-for-1 in terms of jungle and tributes. That Tychus way out of position, Hyperion in a decent position so that it can do lots of extended damage throughout the team fight, but we are just ripping and tearing through everybody. Nice ultimate by myself, I have to say. That was a nice ultimate by me. And the mercs are here, all 5 of us are up, 3 enemies down, and the freaking boss rolling in like a boss from the top lane. That's gotta be GG.
It has to be. It has to be. So, I think this is a good example of just, I've been saying it a lot, but composure in these games, going in with your team as a group, in basically a line, can be the difference between winning these matches and losing them, because if you're trickling in, if you're not composed, it can be really, really detrimental to your team. And then ETC was sending us out with a little bit of a dance. He was like, you know what, I have this ultimate, we might as well use it now.
Thanks, ETC, for the fun dance. And I like in the replay, you get the victory colors, but it doesn't actually say victory. It's like, enjoy this spinning animation that we spent so much time on. Pally, it was fun casting with you, man. I think we should do this again.
Okay.
Cool. Subscribe to Pallytime's channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to mine. Links below. Do it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.